Hello Virgo, I'm Tamara and I'm going to do your reading for February 2019. This reading is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon and Virgo Rising sign. Hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, please watch your Moon sign or your Rising sign. For this reading I'm using this new deck called Universal Taро. My daughter bought me for Christmas and I really like it. It's a bit big for my hands, but we'll see how it goes. Right, I'm doing my usual spread, and I always say all my readings are love readings, but when the cards will show me other aspects of your life, I will obviously be talking about this as well. Your first card is the Sun card. What a beautiful beginning of the reading, followed by the King of Swords, followed by the Nine of Swords. And in your spirit message we have Eight of Swords. Lots of mental energy over here. We have Ten of Pentacles, followed by the Seven of Cups, followed by the Five of Cups, and your spirit message is the World. We have High Priestess, followed by the Six of Pentacles, followed by the Nine of Pentacles, and your spirit's message is the King of Pentacles. Just move the camera a little bit so you can see the card a little bit better. It's a monthly reading, so we'll have beginning of the months, middle of the months and the end of the months. And I see that the months for you, dear Virgos, will start on a very high note. We have the Sun card. Sun card is the most positive card in a tarot deck. Sun card sometimes talks about new beginnings. We see a child depicted here, so it talks about, maybe for some of you it's a birth of the child, start of new business, new career, new job, maybe new relationship for some of you. It's a card of star sign Leo. Leo could be significant for you as well. Sometimes it talks, maybe because February is still a cold month in well, particularly where I am in England, maybe holiday somewhere when it's warm. Very positive, you know, you're starting the months very sort of on a very uplifting note. I see next to you the King of Swords. For some of you could be your partner or someone close to you. It's a male figure, air sign, Libra, Gemini or Aquarius man. This type of man, this type of person, usually the stereotypical type is someone who is don't like to show emotions, might come across a bit cold, but very intelligent, very clever. Sometimes it's someone who is in a military profession or in law, maybe a solicitor, maybe a lawyer or a judge. Someone who likes to get to the core of the matter, likes justice in everything. He is very particularly comes to the, he always wants to find small details. That's the one who would be reading the small print, attention to details. So it could be if you're dealing with some legal issues or some sort of documents, sort of signing someone, there might be someone over there for, you know, next to you, whom you're dealing with in you know, in this business sort of stuff. I see the Nine of Swords. Something is not, you're starting very uplifting the beginning of the month, but then something, maybe that either you have all these sleepless nights because of this King of Swords, someone is upsetting your sleep. I call this card is like a washing machine, when the swords are permanently sort of rotating in our head. We can't leave them. They sort of overwhelming and keep you awake at night. It's very mental energy. But sometimes we ourselves create that sort of situation because we constantly thinking about some sort of problem or what we think is the problem. Is this a problem involved this King of Swords for some of you? Could be, or maybe the issues which you have with the King of Swords. If for some of you, if you have any legal issues or some business documents you need to sign, that causes you a lot of sleepless nights, and in your spirit's message you feel trapped. You don't know how to get out of this situation, and often, if you look closely at this card, the lady's eyes are tight with a blindfold. She can't see the way out of it. But the swords are not completely sort of imprisoning her. The swords, the path in front of her is clear. She can go forward. She can move away from situation. If only she could take the the ropes which is binding you, or if she could take, and those ropes and all those binds around her, it's all in her head again, because it's Eight of Swords again, mental energy. You need to take that blindfold off your eyes, and how can you do that? It's only by obtaining some sort of knowledge. Getting to the core of the matter. That's what this King of Swords is for. Finding the information, finding the, getting the knowledge about the situation. Then your eyes will be wide open and you know how to get out of this position, how to move forward. And you will move forward into the middle of the month quite nicely. Again, your first card is the Ten of Pentacles, financial success. It's also a card of family. Happiness in your home, in your environment. It also talks about, sometimes on this card particularly, it's depicting all three generations. We've got the elderly person, we've got children, we even got pets, and a happy couple. So you have got enough resources for all three generations. It could be your elderly parents, maybe they're just visiting you, or your children and everyone else. So it's not only talks about financial resources, but also your emotional resources. You've got enough love and affection for everyone who is around you, dear Virgo. We have a Seven of Cups next to it, card of choices. There will be a lot of options for you, something to choose from. Maybe it's also a card of dreams. It's a card of illusions sometimes. So is that you, because I don't know how it's, maybe that sort of financial success, which is Ten of Pentacles, gives you opportunity to have that options, to choose something in life, to choose maybe what job to do, what career to take, or what to buy, what not to buy, because it's, as I said, it's card of opportunities. And money sometimes gives that opportunities to choose, because we don't need to go, if we financially secure, we don't really need to chase some sort of jobs which we probably not happy to do, and we can do the jobs which we just prefer to do, even though they're not so well paid. So it's a card of opportunities and options, and opportunities in your life and choices in your life. Five of Cups next to it also talks about sort of being upset about something, losing something. It could be loss of relationship, loss of finances or something. But the card is telling you that time comes to you to stop grieving about these losses. You better start paying attention what's good is happening, and there's a lot of positivity around you, dear Virgo. You need to turn around and sort of pay attention more closely on what's left, what is behind your back. Those two cups are still full of love, full of affection, full of resources or whatever needed for you, positivity in your life. It's sort of like a wake-up call for you, this card is saying look, pay attention how happy your family is. Look how many other opportunities and options you have in your life. Stop paying attention at what was lost in your life. Better pay attention what's in future for you. Turn around and have a look. And your spirit's message is the World card. It's card of successfully completing a chapter in your life, graduation. For some of you, maybe you completed some sort of career development course, university course, or some sort of studying. For some of you, maybe a career path was completely successfully completed, and you now can go further in life, further along the career ladder. It's also some projects, whatever. It's all positively, it's very successfully been completed, dear Virgos. It's the last card in among major arcanas, number 21, and card is also a card of expansion. It tells you that you can expand now. If you've completed that graduation, if you've done the degree, now you can expand. You can look for better job. If you've done this project at work, maybe you can do better, a bigger project or something. If you, for some of you who don't work or something, maybe you just completed something in your life, and this gives you courage, this gives you confidence to do something even bigger and better in your life. Card of traveling as well, traveling around the world, and also card of dealing with the foreign countries, dealing with the foreign partners. Maybe one of you is abroad or something, going traveling and seeing each other as well. And end of the month we see the High Priestess. It's a card of intuition, listening to yourself, not paying so much attention about what advices people giving to you, but listening to your heart, listening to your soul. It's also a card of spirituality, meditation. Maybe you need that at the end of the February, when you need to sort of be more concentrated in yourself, and card of reflection, reassessment. Also card of no action sometimes, because she is very still, sitting between those two columns which represent yin and yang, which is male and female, and she's sort of thinking about her life, about listening to her intuition. So if anything requires decision making at the end of February, what the card is telling you, that you just need to listen to yourself rather than advisors around you, people around you. Yes, listen to them, but do what you think is right for you. Card of a high intuition, a card of spirituality. We have Six of Pentacles next to it, card of reciprocity. It's give and take in all aspects of our life. In finances, maybe people will be asking you for money, and I can see that. Hands will be stretched towards you, asking for help. You will be giving money to other people, you will be helping, but make sure you keep those karmical scales balanced, because you need to keep enough resources for yourself to look after yourself and after your family. If you owe money to someone or anyone, please return the debts. Keep that, again, the scales in balance, karmical scales. It also talks about relationship, that in relationship we need to keep that balance. If one of you permanently giving into relationship and another one is just taking, again, pay attention to those details, because then that's where relationships start suffering, and that's where the problems start arising. So if one of you is permanently investing financially and emotionally, then scales might not be balanced. So you two need to talk about it, and need to sort it out somehow. For some of you, that is the card of Virgo, a very traditional Virgo card. For some of you who are single, represents you. Usually it talks about someone who is very financially independent, secure. Even if you're in relationship, you might be either breadwinner, or maybe you are very independent, you don't need your partner's financial help or anything, you earn enough money, you're very comfortable, you like fine things in life. It also talks about single women who might just been in relationship, divorced, or widowed, but they financially very secure, they have a good financial settlement, or they've got a good job and they know how to look after themselves. Very positive card, you know. It's that yes, this person is single, maybe some of you are single, but you're happily single. This person is not sort of I don't think at this stage this person is not looking for a partner in life. If he comes, he comes, but she's happy, she loves herself, she's happy the way her, you know, life goes at the moment, and she's also very financially secure. The advice position, the spirit's message is the King of Pentacles. Again, Virgo card. There's a lot of pentacles in this reading, and there's a lot of mental energy, particularly at the beginning of the month in February. King of Cups is Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn, someone who is very down to earth, financial secure, could be your boss, could be your father, could be your partner. Maybe, you know, for some Virgos, your partner could be Virgo as well, or if he's not Virgo, maybe his ascendant is in Virgo, or moon is in Virgo, or he's just holding those qualities of someone who is very trustworthy, very down to earth, very reliable, loyal, someone who is never late, very efficient as well. Could be a bank manager for some of you who are dealing with finances, maybe someone who works with the finances. Very positive message for you, dear Virgo. Could be a partner for some single Virgos. There might be someone else is coming into your life. That's what we see. Particularly this card is under the World card, card of graduation. One chapter of your life finished, maybe that now you're starting a new one. Maybe there's a new partner coming into your life. Okay, let's get a couple more cards from the Lenormand deck and see what additional messages we have for you for February. Very positive reading, you know, nothing particularly exciting happening, but why not? You know, sometimes it's nice to have a quiet month, but you know, it's all very positive. We've got three major arcana. We've got the Sun card, the good beginning of the month. We have the World card in the middle of the month, and we've got the High Priestess, card of no action, nothing required from you, nothing, you don't really need to do anything. The universe, the spirits will sort everything for you. They might send you someone in your life. You don't need to look for this person at the moment. We have, yes, someone who is has a power, either financial power, or power like being in a powerful position in life. Maybe he is the head of a big company, maybe work in administration, maybe work in a government, in politics, or somewhere else. We have a magnifying glass, and we have a key. The magnifying glass is telling you, when you meet this person, if this person comes into your life, for some of the Virgos, and I see with the King of Pentacles, pay attention to the details, because the magnifying glass tells you, you know, that's what you need to do. Pay attention on the small details. Particularly people of that sort of quality, or this type of status, they might not sort of details, that's what more important, small details are important for them. And if you pay attention on that, that's where, you know, the relationship might work. The magnifying glass sometimes also talks that you might be exaggerating something as well. So don't, you know, exaggerate if there's any small problems. Don't make a big fuss out of them. You know, all these problems can be solved with by this person, and also holding the keys. And the keys is the keys to the world. Look, there is the cage, and the cage is open, and you've got the keys. So it's card of freedom, card of being able to do whatever you want to do, and having the World card as well over there. It's very relevant. You've got the keys for your future. You've got the keys for your future happy life, and maybe possible relationship for some of you, dear Virgos. Let's get a couple of Romance Angels Oracle cards. And for those of you who are interested in relationship, let's see what we have for you. We have passion, Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Nice. Some of you definitely are starting something new with this King of Pentacles. It's, as I said, it could be Earth sign or could be someone who's got the quality of the Earth sign. Finances and career, of course, how relevant with this person who's been probably in a very powerful position. Finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Yes, very nice. And let's get another one for you. We have you deserve love, you're lovable. Very beautiful. I've got another deck for Christmas, which is Psychic Taро Oracle deck by John Holland. It's Oracle decks, and I would like to get a card for you from this deck as well. And we got two actually. I was going to get one, but they knew, so we got three. We have Stand Your Ground. Very nice card. So if you're dealing with anything at the beginning of February with some sort of issues with this King of Swords, and it causes a lot of problems, stand your ground. That's how you can get out of this situation. We have accelerated motion. I think, yes, by the middle of the month the situation is going to accelerate, because we see the happy home, happy family, lots of choices. I think if you stand your grounds, you will easily solve all the problems. And we have the spiritual strengths, and that's we saw there with the High Priestess. It's your spiritual strengths, where you just need to invert, sort of listen to your soul, listen to your heart, what they're saying to you. Let's get another oracle card from the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. This time I'm going to get just one, guys. Yes, it is one, and we have Serendipity. Well, how beautiful it is. It's a card of serendipity, happiness, peace, and it goes again very well with your High Priestess. I think it's going to be very, very nice, very positive month for you, dear Virgos, in February. No major sort of stresses, no major, apart from this beginning of the month, some sort of dealing with this King of Swords, but you know, I think it's all going to be resolved, and for some of you, you have a new relationship possible. That's all I have for you, dear Virgos, for the month of February. I hope it was helpful. Please like, subscribe and comment for my videos. It's very important for me. Thanks again for being with me, and see you again soon. Goodbye.